Hello and welcome back to the channel. So some exciting news coming out of San Diego Comic Con today. Trailer after trailer after trailer and sneak peeks. We have Terminator Dark Fate, we have Top Gun Maverick, and of course It Chapter 2, my most anticipated movie of this year. This year hasn't exactly been the greatest for me. The films that have been coming out, they have not the ball out of the park. Um, Summer even being a very slow period, which is unusual. Godzilla being a standout, I absolutely love that movie, but this is the film I have been looking forward to the most outside of Godzilla. Saw the first film, enjoyed it, loved it, it was fantastic. And of course, James McAvoy being attached to this now makes me even more excited. Between McAvoy and Fassbender, these are two of my most, the to me, some of the best working actors in the business right now. So any project that I see their names attached to, I'm in. I'm 100% in. So It Chapter 2, let's check it out. Final trailer.
Something happens to you when you leave this town. The farther away, the hazier it all gets.
All right, this isn't Bill speaking though. Mike.
Left.
All right.
I remember all of it.
So is Mike the first to return? I was wondering initially if that was the guy that fell in the well, Henry, I think, the douche bully, but there's no way he survived that fall, right?
If it isn't dead, if it ever comes back, we'll come back to it.
We didn't stop it.
Pennywise.
The clown.
We can't let it happen again.
Hello?
Kid!
Hello.
Hello, Bill.
For 27 years, I dreamt of you.
Sounds different. His voice sounds a bit more grizzly.
Craved you.
I like it though.
I've missed you.
We need to finish it. For good.
I've seen all of us die. It consumes us from the inside until we don't have a choice anymore.
You lied. And I died. You lied. And I died.
Come on, give me the laugh at the end. No. Alright, so there we have it. The final trailer for It Chapter 2. This is the final trailer. I believe we've only gotten one trailer prior to this. I guess not surprising. I don't mind it at all. It's a horror movie, and showing too much in the trailer tends to give things away. So I don't mind this being the final trailer. I would have been going to see this whether they released another trailer or not, to be honest. The tone and pace of this trailer is is drastically different from the first. The first was slower paced. You had time to sit with that old lady, with Beverly, and it was an eerie and disturbing scene, but it wasn't in your face and adrenaline rushing scary, right? And that seems to be what this trailer is going for. And both work. I enjoyed the very first trailer more than I do this one. But here we actually have a clearer look at what the older versions of the characters look like. In the first trailer, it was just Beverly. It was mostly Beverly. We had glimpses of the others, but we didn't see them entirely. But here we have a clear picture, and they've gone so far as to show the younger versions and then the older versions to cement that these are the older versions of these characters. So this felt like it was more of a reintroduction to the older versions. Okay, here they are, here they are, here they are. Just so you know, these are who they represent. Because, I mean, that's a tricky thing with this particular movie, because you're jumping 20 years into the future, right? You now have to communicate to the audience that this is what these characters now look like. You know, you're moving one film to the next and you're jumping 20 years. So it's a tricky thing to do. But I think I mean, as the movie goes on, it's something that we'll have to become accustomed to. I am wondering whether Mike is the first to return. He was the first to begin speaking in the trailer, and he seemed to remember more, or based on what he said, it sounded as if he knew more than others did at that moment in time. So I wonder if he's the very first to actually return, and then maybe the others come in afterwards. But I am wondering, the kid in the well, right, that was screaming for help. I'm wondering if it is that bully that was picking on Ben in the first movie, the one that was carving his name in his stomach for some odd reason, and killed his dad because Pennywise said so. But I believe he attacked Mike, and then Mike knocked him over and pushed him into the well, and he fell. But from that drop looked like it was final. I didn't see in a way that he could possibly have come back from that. But I only asked because it seemed as though he's at the bottom of the well and he's screaming for help. So I'm wondering if it's the same character, and Pennywise somehow found him after he retreated, after the kids kicked his ass. I'm wondering if he retreated and then he came across Henry. But if it is Henry, I'm not quite sure how he would play into this. But I do recall in terms of what Henry's story is later on. But I guess we'll see. It could be a different kid altogether, but it seemed like too much of a coincidence for it not to be, right? So this may very well be at the beginning of the movie, and sort of a flashback to what happened to Henry, which we didn't get to see before. But I'm intrigued. The trailer didn't give too much away, really. Neither did the first one, so I'm going in blind. I have no idea. I actually purchased the novel. I have not read it yet. I was hoping to read it before this movie comes out, but I am wondering if maybe I should wait until afterwards so as not to spoil the movie for me. Because what I realize is that a lot of persons who are fans of the novel tend to they're judging the hell out of this movie, and not in a bad way, really, because most seem to enjoy it. Even Stephen King himself seems to have enjoyed it. So there are some creative liberties that are taken here. So I just wonder whether or not I should read it before or after. So that's still up in the air. I'll figure something out later on. But so far, I love this trailer. I love the first trailer a bit more than this one. But either way, I am sold on this. I will definitely be going to check this out. I've been seeing it several times. I cannot wait. The only sad part is that this is, the last movie. I don't imagine there's going to be a third. If there was, it would have been fantastic. This would have been the trilogies to top other trilogies. It would be, especially where horror is concerned. You don't get many of those. But excited about this. Be sure to post down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on the It trailer. Are you looking forward to this as well as much as I am? Be sure to hit like or subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.